Detective Lisa Hartman was known for her nerves of steel, but as she approached the abandoned mansion hidden deep within Morrigan Woods, even she felt a shiver run down her spine. The towering iron gates creaked eerily as she pushed them open, their groans lost in the thick fog that clung to the ground like a malevolent spirit. Her footsteps echoed through the dense silence as she approached the mansion's decaying facade. It was a relic from another era, its grandeur now succumbing to the relentless passage of time. Vines snaked up the walls, and shattered windows whispered tales of secluded tragedies. She pushed open the massive oak doors, their hinges protesting with a mournful wail. Unsettling noises echoed through the cavernous hallways, the sound of whispering winds, distant creaks, and what she could have sworn was the faint sound of a child's laughter. Each step she took seemed to be accompanied by the flicker of ancient chandeliers, casting long, grotesque shadows that danced along the walls. Her flashlight beam revealed decayed portraits whose eyes seemed to follow her, their expressions twisted in eternal agony. Lisa's heart pounded in her chest as she entered the grand library. Books lay strewn across the floor, their pages yellowed and brittle. A sudden gust of wind slammed the door behind her, trapping her in the room. She attempted to open it, but it refused to budge. Panic began to set in, but she forced herself to breathe slowly. The air grew colder, and an oppressive presence filled the room. Glancing around, she noticed a pattern of mysterious symbols etched into the walls. Her investigation into the symbols revealed them to be part of an ancient ritual, a dark invocation designed to summon something unspeakable. The more she read, the more she felt the presence growing stronger. The lights flickered wildly, and the shadows seemed to move of their own accord. She could feel unseen eyes watching her every move. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream echoed through the mansion, freezing Lisa in her tracks. She spun around to see a shadowy figure dart across the hallway. With trembling hands, she followed, her flashlight barely penetrating the thick darkness. At the end of the hallway stood a door, slightly ajar, a guttural growl emanating from within. Summoning every ounce of courage, she pushed it open. The room beyond was a nightmarish tableau. Shadowy figures twisted and writhed on the walls, their forms illuminated by the sickly glow of a ritual circle inscribed on the floor. In the center stood a spectral figure, its eyes burning with malevolent fury. Lisa stepped back, her mind racing. She knew she had to end the ritual. With a deep breath, she raced toward the circle, chanting the words she had found in the library's dusty tomes. The figure let out an unearthly shriek as the light from the circle dimmed, the shadows clawing desperately at the walls. With one final word, the room was plunged into darkness, and an unnatural silence fell. When Lisa woke, she found herself outside the mansion, the morning sun struggling to pierce the dense fog.